Hey everyone, it's Luane and I'm here with a project that I will be starting with my friend Kara. Her channel is ScrapAtizer and she is my YouTube BFF. We started chatting a few months ago and we completely hit it off, and we've had such an amazing time just chatting with each other. It's all been done via email because she does live in another country. So actually we're planning on Skyping soon, and that's very exciting. Kind of nervous, kind of nerve-wracking as well. I don't know why, but it is. Anyway, this is the project that her and I are going to do, and I do want to just mention right now that at the end of describing what I'm doing here, I will be showing my first page, Kara, so I'll let you know when in case you don't want to see it. But what Kara and I decided to do is, actually she mentioned, too bad we can't do a swap, we're so far away. Or something along those lines, and I thought, well, I really want to do kind of a swap with someone, like a mini swap. So I decided to do what I've called build a mini swap, and I thought it was a really great idea, and so did she. And what we're doing basically is I've created two books, two identical books, and this is one here. This is not the cover. I did not include the cover, and the reason why I'm doing this video is to kind of explain to Kara what I've done. But I did not include a cover to this one because I don't know how chunky our books are going to be or how wide. I don't know if we're going to, if one or the other one includes tags and we need a wider cover. So I kind of left that to the end. At least that way, once it's done, we can determine how we want to do the closure and how wide our covers need to be. So I've done the ribbon binding, and I do have a tutorial on how I do my binding, and in this case I used just regular cotton twine, and I just used white and just left it alone because I know we can still paint over this and cover it up. And the inside I used manila pages, or manila folders, and I've bound it in a way to where you can still get on the underside of the pages and ink the underside, or paint the underside. At least that way you don't see the manila as you open your pages. And one of the things that I love about this binding is, with the exception of the fact that your pages might be bulky, if you don't include any embellishments and it's all flat, your pages will lie flat, and that's what I really, really love about this binding. So this is my book, and before I show you my first page, because I've already done my first page to include with this book for Kara. Oh, and I don't think I mentioned, this is a monthly thing. I decided to build the books, and then I'm sending her one, and every month we're going to send each other just a page, a completed page to include in our books. So that is how that's why we've dubbed it the Build a Mini Swap, because we're not exactly sending each other a complete mini. And we didn't worry about the scheme, the color scheme matching, or the theme. That's not really what we're going for right now. One of the things that we decided on was that we would incorporate new techniques and new ideas, and even if we didn't think our page was good, if we ourselves did not like the page, we would still send it to each other, which is something that her and her other friend have going on. I'm pretty sure that's what her and I decided on, or maybe that's what I decided on. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it was a mutual thing. So yeah, if we try a new technique and if we don't like the page, we still send it because it's something that we tried and we can say we tried it. And it's a learning experience. It's, as they say, practice makes perfect. So this is our book, and we've decided to actually include our kids into it as well. So I've made a smaller version of this book, and it's 4.5 inches wide by tall by 5 inches wide, and it's a smaller book. Here my pages are actually folded flat. You can see that here. In this book, all of my pages have a 1/4 inch gusset. I think that's the right word. So the manila folder itself has a 1/4 inch gusset right here. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. And this one doesn't. This is just laid flat, and this is only 4 pages versus the 5 pages, and it's for our kids. Her daughter's actually getting 2 of them because my son and my daughter will be sending their individual page to her. And both my kids will have their own book, and once they receive it from Kara's little girl, then they'll include that in the book. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and show you my first page that I've done. So Kara, if you don't want to see what it looks like, you want to shut it off now. Okay, shut it off. You ready? Shut it off? Okay, good. So this is my first page, and this is kind of my experimental page. My page is the front is 4.5 by 7 and the back is 5 by 7. And it's just one sheet that I've just folded in half. So this is the first sheet, and I don't know if you can see the image. I have a Prima stamp right here, and what I did is I painted it with gesso that Kara sent me, and then she also sent me some gelato, so I was playing with some gelatos, and she sent me a crackle modeling paste type of thing. I don't remember what it's called, but I did that here with a Harlequin stencil that I have. And then I have this heart one that she sent me. It's Heidi Swap. I'm pretty sure it's Heidi Swap. Yeah, it is. So I did the hearts here, so you can still see the face of the Prima stamp right there. You can see it there. And then I just kind of went over it with some gold acrylic paint, and then I decided to write something on here. And what I wrote is with a bronze Sharpie and a gold Sharpie. It says, "And a friendship was born, to create, to share, to laugh, to cry, and to inspire." So it's something that I wrote. And I wrote that, kind of came from the heart, because that is how, I don't know, that's just how she makes me feel. She has inspired me, and I think we formed a really good friendship, and I'm kind of going through something right now health-wise. It's kind of scary, and I'm sure it's nothing, but you know, it's very hard for me to deal with because I'm young. I'm not old. I'm definitely not old. But I'm 33, in case anybody's wondering. But you know, I just have some things going on, and it's been really scary, and my kids are really young. They're 2 and 4, so it's really scary to be having to think about things happening when you're young and your kids are young, and you know, you start thinking about things. So that is what I've written. I know I kind of went on a side tangent there, but that was the whole to laugh and to cry, because she's made me laugh, and me kind of opening up to her is, you know, for me, it's a little bit emotional. So this is my first page, and this was, you know, just a testing page with the gelatos, and I think it came out really nice. It's kind of like a art journal page, I guess you would call it. And then here's my next page. It opens up like this, and then here I was playing with some soft pastels that I got from Michael's. It's the Artist Loft. It's the Artist Loft little chalk paint things, little rectangular things, and I just went over it with that, and actually have a purple heart here, and then kind of like a pink/red one under here, and then I just went over it with like yellows and blues and greens, and I just smudged it all up. And actually I really like the way the hearts came out. And then I did seal it with the workable fixative. I actually ran outside my house and sprayed it and left it outside, because have you guys read the caution thing on the workable fixatives? It's freaking crazy. It's insane. So then I added these little clay pieces right here, and I do go over a little bit on how I made these. Actually, I do go over exactly how I made these in my video on my first altered canvas, because I did make my first altered canvas, and oh my god, it's beautiful. I love it. I absolutely love it. But basically what I did is I grabbed some Sculpey clay, and I kind of, you know, you knead it, and then I flatten it out like a little, I don't know, like let's say you're making a pupusa or a sope, or I don't know, a flour tortilla, and then I put it on a ceramic tile, and I rolled it out with my brayer, and then I made it, it's really thin. You can see it's super thin. It's like, see how thin it is? It's really thin. It's maybe 1, maybe 2 millimeters thick, maybe, if that. And then I put my stencil over it. The stencil that I have is the Crafter's Workshop, and I have a couple of the Heidi Swap that Kara sent me. So I put my stencil on top, and I went over it again with the brayer, and this is the look that I got with the chicken wire one. And this one here, I used a script stamp that Kara sent me. and I think it came out really great. I think if you use a deeper etched stamp, you'll get a better looking image, and I'm totally going to do this again with other stamps, like character stamps and, you know, phrases or greetings and things like that. So I really like how this one came out, and I did some little swirls with my bronze and gold Sharpie, and I kind of left everything else blank or empty because Kara can go in here and, you know, write or journal or just write little things on here. So I kind of left that one alone, and then this is the base page here. And again, we're building a mini, so I wanted to incorporate a photo in this, you know, dual page type of thing. So this paper is the Primrose from DCWV. I finally went into it when I made my canvas, and I just loved it so much. I actually have this paper in my canvas, and you really can't see it because I covered it up. But this is really pretty, and then I have part of this paper too. So there's a photo mat here, and then I have some shimmer lace right here, and this lace I have in my Etsy shop, and then I have some flat back trim here, and then this is a little piece of bling from one of the sets that Kara sent me, and then here is my homemade Shabby Rose. Oh, I love this, so cute, with a little pink center with blue stickles around it. And I do have a tutorial on how I make my flower centers. It's on my channel. And I made a little tiny tag right here, and it's just a plain little tag. It's empty with some green seam binding. And what I forgot to do in the back is I'm going to add some hinges at the top and at the bottom, so that once this is glued down onto the album, like let's say that's my page right there, there's going to be a pocket right here, and I'm going to include a tag that's going to list all of the things that I've used to make my different pages, so that she can use that as a reference if she wants to, and also just so we kind of tell each other what we used in case one or the other wants to use or try that technique. So that is it for my first page. I hope she likes it, and I hope she didn't watch the video, and if you did, Kara, that's okay. So again, thank you guys for watching. I think this is a really fun idea to do with somebody else. It is going to take a long time to make, considering there are 20 pages to do here. So that is it for now. Thank you guys so much for watching, and have a happy crafty day. Bye guys.